What's up, gardeners and curious minds? Hey, now I was about to do this alone, but I was like, you know what? I'm gonna share some information with folks. See, look at this. Worms. Now, y'all do not have to keep going to the store and buying worms or compost for that reason. I say all that to say is what I'm about to do is make a worm bed, and I'm gonna show y'all how to do this. All right, so what I have here is my containers. Got 3 of them or whatever. Then I got some scraps, you know, from the kitchen or whatever that I'm not about to eat or whatever. See this? This is bad, but hold up, this is good. And you know, I'm gonna tell y'all about this right now. All right, the back ends of these, you can cut these off, plant them in the dirt, and get some healthy green onions. These ain't all the way done. They got a great root system ahead of them. All right, so okay, I got a drill, then I got a bucket. I'm gonna just poke a bunch of holes at the bottom of this. All right, I'm gonna just go crazy, and I already got a little stab marks in here. Don't judge me, but that should be more than enough space, enough air for the worms or whatever. I'm gonna just do a little bit at the top. It wouldn't hurt. All right, so we got that. All right, we have an empty tub at the bottom just to create some space because I want a lot of this worm juice, or should I say worm tea. You know, I want a lot of this worm juice at the bottom. So that's why I have this bigger container on the inside. All right, so we're gonna start off with the bedding. See, they need a lot of bedding so that they can do their thing. All right, so we're gonna place a bunch of this stuff at the bottom. Come on in, get a closer look, princess. I got my daughter recording for me today. I mean, she's a great help. And we're gonna put some little scraps, some little food or whatever. You know, I got like some other stuff in here. Now this is for my big batch that I was gonna do separate. You know, see, it got a bunch of, you know, pineapples and, you know, kind of frozen over, but a bunch of bananas or whatever. You know, I don't mind, you know, it's all good. But I'm gonna get a bunch of this stuff here, and we're just gonna toss it in there, and then we're gonna grab our soil, which has a bunch of worms. You see all those? Let's see if you can get a good look. Got a bunch of worms in there, and then we're just gonna toss it over the top. Then we're gonna add a little bit of more bedding. All right, so that they got their food. Then we're gonna add a little bit more dirt with these. You know, yeah, we're gonna add a little bit of worms, some more worms. You know, top of that bedding. Grab a little bit more. Yeah, because we want them things to do their thing. All right, so I'm going to water this in with a bunch of water. It could be a bunch of rainwater, stuff like that. Like so. Look at this. It got ice in here. This is Michigan for you. It was 70 degrees yesterday, you know? And now, well, no. It was 70 degrees 2 days ago. And now it's super cold, frigid. We're gonna water that, put a bag over it, put a lid over it, if I could find a rock, put a rock over it. And then we take this, sit it in the dark space, and then these worms are gonna multiply, and you ain't gonna have to buy any, you know what I mean, from the store or anything. And then that worm juice is going to seep down at the bottom. You water it over your garden or whatever, and your plants are going to explode with growth. Until next time.